Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. We are today flying the Captain Sim 757-200 with the Rolls-Royce engines, flying for Metroair or Metroair Virtual Airlines or Metro Virtual Airlines. Something along those lines. Always forget exactly the name. And we are flying from Washington Dulles, brought to you by Flightbeam Studios. Lovely weather today as well, some cumulus clouds. We're flying up to Logan to KBOS, so a relatively short slash long flight, 400 nautical miles about. And as you can see, we have the very pretty Captain Sim exterior model, and of course the interior as well, but it's very nice on the outside, I would say, for being P3D. It's very nice on the inside also, because you have the cabin with this one, so it's a very, very nice model in that regard. And I'm just doing a quick walk around just to make sure that everything seems to be in place, which it is. One thing to note is that we don't have failures etc. on this aircraft, so we wouldn't know anyway. One cool thing with the Dulles airport is that you have these funny looking vehicle thingies. I flew out from Dulles back in 2018. I don't remember using these vehicles, but maybe it's more if you have a connection flight or something similar. But yeah, it's looking very nice. We'll jump in and get started. But yeah, generally very nice scenery. It looks kind of alive. Let's see if we have we got any traffic? I think we have a few, right? Yeah, now they're spawning in, so that's good to see. Nothing here close to us though, it seems. But yeah, so some traffic at least. Here in the cockpit we have, I think it's the normal Captain Sim one. Wondering if I did any changes. I know the 767 I've updated the cockpit a bit to make it look a bit less kind of wear and tear. Let's remove those. No EFB or any sort of inbuilt kind of system to load things. Or I think you can load the payload through the FMC, but that's about it. You can start by putting on the battery. The sound seems to be working and it's very nice. It's a freeware sound system that works very well. They have some nice Metroair Airbuses already making their way from or to the runway. Ooh, that's a nice one, Emirates A380. It's a very nice airport, this one by Flightbeam. We'll have nice photo reel our whole flight. The only thing we'll need to remember, which I always forget because I always want to try it, not use the VNAV on descent with the Captain Sim 757. It's also a bit tricky if you should use it during cruise. Sometimes it goes a bit crazy. So, not always recommended. I am also gonna start the Smart Cars app, just so we can get this flight tracked. And I'm gonna jump in. And I must say though, this sim, being 5 years old, still looks very nice. You know, with the GSX, it's just a good looking sim still. Still my preference over X-Plane, even though it has grown on me, X-Plane 12, with the nice clouds, etc. But yeah, this is still my favorite. One thing we should have done already is align the IRS. Okay, we can go to nav. I'll put those yaw dampener on. We can do the emergency lights, arm that. The window heats, put those on. Not sure it's actually needed, but oh well. We can do the fire test. Works pretty well. But it's, let's see what viewpoints we have. Okay, we have 2 of them. We should have the cabin though, the full one. I think it's the same one on the 757-300, so that's a bit of a bummer. But at least on the 200 version, it's the same, or I guess it's the one that makes sense. What else do we need on? I think position light and the white lights, those should go on. We can do the utility buses and these ones. I'll do one of the pumps. I'll already start these ones as well. And what we can then do is actually start looking at our... try to think what would be the most logical step. I think pilot to ADC, maybe setting that one up. Might be the best one. I'm not sure if this counts as a heavy, so I'm just not gonna have it as, or not use the heavy call sign. But I guess it's quite a big aircraft, even if it's a narrow body. But I guess it's not technically a wide body. Okay, we're gonna import our flight plan. In terms of wind, it's looking pretty good. The weather, maybe a bit of clouds, but it's nothing too crazy in terms of rain or thunderstorms, or in terms of wind. Some nasty weather, but we should be fine. I'm gonna bring up pilot to ADC so you can see the flight plan. So nothing too fancy. We'll be flying right above JFK. That's pretty cool. So we might see downtown New York if we're fortunate. I guess here we have the this just shows how huge this picture is. It almost looks 3D from above, right? Huge buildings. So the one World Trade Center, right? And then where the World Trade Center used to stand. And I guess some forests, and I guess you have the Central Park, right? But yeah, enough of that. Let's have a look that this briefing does align with what we have. So we are supposed to have Jacobi, that's correct. Roebuck, yeah. And the runways are aligned. I'm gonna assume that's an ILS one, so let's just set that up. We don't want to do a VNAV one with this one anyway. We're gonna come in from Thale, so I do wonder. I think Newly would make sense. Let's just see if we're doing 35, flight level 35. That's also correct. Now the question is, if I do the activate approach, it's gonna look reasonable. It does. We can validate, file, and we'll connect to the sim. And whilst we're doing that, I'm gonna go to menu here, options. I'm gonna set all these parameters, the fuel and the payload. So our zero fuel weight, or maybe we can actually do the fuel first. That should be 19.3. And the zero fuel weight should be 166.4. And yeah, that should be good enough. And anything else? Don't think there's anything else we need to set in that regard. We do need to start the boarding process though, so we're gonna start that.
52 local winds are calm. Visibility 10 miles.
Okay, let's see, we'll change so we don't get that. Just gonna do a random flight number, and then, because it will be a bit of a longer flight since it's quite a bit above 300 nautical miles, which is kind of the normal one I usually fly. We can do around 90 packs. We probably have in-flight entertainment and Wi-Fi. Boarding. We should have all of this for Metroair. Safety. Metroair. So we can start that. Yeah, we don't need to set the auto brakes just yet. Oh, god damn, yawning like crazy. We should probably do the IRS position, which we have now loaded in. We also have this screen. You can see a bit of data. I think these are supposed to be, what are they called? LCD screens, right? Something like that. So KIAD to KBOS. If the VNav worked on these, I would consider these to be good aircrafts. Both this one and the 767. Okay, 30 flight number. What's our official one? Let's have a look. Met 6394. Okay, that's good. Let's make sure we get the same input from the clearance delivery. Metro 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance. Yeah, it's the Jacoby.
Metro 4003 is cleared to Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra climb via the Jacoby 4 departure with the Swan transition, then is filed. Expect departure runway tree 0. Climb to 10,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 5 minutes after departure.
Correct.
Potomac departure on 125.05. Squawk 4521.
Then we can put in the rest of the waypoints.
Metro 4003 is cleared to Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra climb by the
I guess the
Jacoby 4
JFK
departure
one
with
is
the
a
Swan
VR.
transition, then is filed. Climb to 10,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 5 minutes.
22 left.
Potomac
Roebuck
departure
tree.
on
Trans.
125.05.
Noli.
Squawk 4521.
Let's see. I don't think we should have any discontinuity there, but we
Metro
should have one
4003
here.
read
Yeah.
that correct QNH is 1018 contact Dulles ground on 121.62
So we can
when ready
activate
for
that.
pushback. Have a good morning.
You can also actually start the boarding with
QNH
GSX.
is 1018
Totally
ground
forgot about
on
that.
121.6 to Metro 4003.
Yeah, it looks very detailed, these windows on the flight beam airport. They do make some really good. Which one is the second one? Nobody. Oh,
Air Portugal 209 Alpha Heavy, cross to right at Golf.
oh,
Make
that
a
one.
left turn on Yankee and hold short
I need to
of
remove all those checks. No clue why that one wants to open. I'm presuming the passengers are coming in here, but oh well. Yeah, I'll need to have a look at that at some point. I'm gonna assume that it's more common generally to try to think it's a long aircraft, but maybe I would still think it's this one, right? That's yeah, the main exit should be open.
So 2536. Turn left onto Golf.
Looks very
left
comfortable,
on the
these
runway
first
to
class
Quebec
seats.
and hold short of Foxtrot.
Or business class, I guess. I guess that's the cargo guy. Doesn't look too happy. Can you see like the engines, etc.? Okay, so some things are actually modeled from the exterior view. So maybe we could do some nice viewpoints.
You are going to stand by for me and I'll call you back when I have a moment. JetBlue 872, just verify
This
for me,
is,
you'll be taxiing on
I
runway 22
think this might be, I still think the Coronado ones are better. But this one is very close actually. I mean, look at that, the detail. Maybe this one is actually one of the best in P3D in terms of detailed. There aren't a lot of good cabins. But I mean, this one even has the toilets. Some weirdness in terms of the shadows, right? So it's not perfect. Let's not say that. But it's not. But it's not bad. Maybe we can get like a nice viewpoint of the engine. This one looks pretty cool. Like this could be like an interior viewpoint. Let's see if we can do this.
Endeavour 5247, taxi right on to taxiway Alpha, short of Juliet, give way to traffic from the left.
How do I save this? Did I? It's always such a mess to save these ones. Save a new preset.
Sun Country 3031, ground, runway 31 left, taxi
Okay, so
left
now
on
this
to
is the
Quebec and
captain one.
of November.
That's great. Let's see if we can get another one into this. Let's see, I'll import. I want to import, let's see if I have one that's good. Yeah, I can import that one. Okay, so if I change this one, so now I have that one. Let's call it left window. Then we can update the captain one. Yeah, not always the easiest to set these chase plane viewpoints. What's a good viewpoint for the captain? Something like this, perhaps?
Taxi left Juliet, taxi to right, and then you can mount the tower on 123.9 today.
Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Can we add another? I don't get how you add sometimes these viewpoints, because I want to add one more. And it's always a bit... Well, let's add this one, so now we have a second one. And I want to have this as the right window or something like that.
Delta 1131, cross runway 22 right.
My apologies, 22 right at hotel, Delta 1131.
It's kind of a slow, tedious process to get some of these things set up, to be honest. Is this a nice viewpoint? It's an okay one, but not the best. Would be nice to kind of see. But maybe this one was actually pretty cool. Let's do this one. Let's call it right window. Now we should have some okay. We have the captain, the first officer, or I guess the GoPro viewpoint, left window and right window. Okay, I approve. Let's close the door and let's get back to flying this bird as it should be flown. So init refs, let's get in our data. We are going up to 35,000 feet. We have a zero fuel weight of 1664. We have reserves of about 3,000. Cruising CG. This is something you get from this one maybe. Or you get some sort of CG, not sure if it's the cruise one, but it will do the trick. Cost index 120, seems kind of standard. or very kind of precise number. Takeoff, we don't have that input. We don't have any way to calculate that ourselves, so I'm gonna use the one we get from the SimBrief one, takeoff data. And that one is suggesting a 141 V1, 141 rotate, and 143 on V2. It's suggesting a flap setting of 5, selected temp of 49. Of course that deletes all the other stuff. Now what was it, like 20? Do we know anything about the wind? Let's check that. We have basically no wind. That's very interesting. We don't have any slope. And we have an outside temperature that's very warm, 26 degrees. That's nice summer weather. But let's get the takeoff weight before we put in the 4.1s and 4.3. And in terms of the takeoff weight, that should be 185.7. And now we can put in the SimBrief inputs. So kind of aligned, not far off. So that means pre-flight is complete. We don't need to execute anything there. Since things are moving on pretty nicely, we can also start the APU as the next thing. And I'm actually gonna double check if there's anything else. Yeah, we got the QNH, but in the wrong, because we're in the US now, right? So we need to put that to the unit, measure the US one. Metro 4003, say altimeter. Okay, nothing so far. Oh wait, I'm getting a phone call, so I'm quickly gonna pause here. There we go. Back in action. Let's see, auto throttle disconnect. We have a lot of these things. Where's the clear button for those? Was it that one? No. That was just a reset for the thrust. Recall here. Cancel. So you can recall and then cancel. Okay, so we have now finished the boarding, at least from a GSX perspective, and also from a PAC-X perspective. So let's see if we need to do anything specific here. Okay, the APU generator is available, so let's get these. The PAC should be off. The pumps can go on. We can disconnect the exterior power. We can also remove it completely. We can also start which file? External cargo door shut. Well, that's not the end of the world. Yeah, okay, good to know. So one of those sounds are missing. I need to have a look at that, see if I can fix that. Landing altitude. Didn't really check that. It's probably going to be very low since it's quite at the water level. Yeah, like 9, 10, 20, about 20, right? We can put that in. Guess we can put on the red right below, since we're going to start the engine soon. There's another 757. That's always great to see. With the Pratt & Whitney engines though, not the Rolls-Royce. Question is, how far do we have to go? So it's a very short taxi, actually, so that's nice, to runway 30. Metro 4003 ready for pushback. I don't
Metro
think you need to do that in the
4003
US, but we'll do
pushback
it
approved.
anyway. Better safe than sorry. And
Pushback approved Metro 4003.
what we can do now is we can... I'm quickly gonna check. Yeah, the recording looks good. We can undock the jetways. And we can request the pushback and I guess the tug comes with the pushback. Some nice, is that Kenya or Ethiopian maybe? And that's a Metroair one. I think there's a museum quite close also to this one. Like an aviation one. I think I visited that. Had those that spaceship and or space shuttle and some other stuff. Very nice museum actually. I think I would have appreciated it more going now. And yeah, the altimeter, we never got that. Metro 4003, say altimeter.
Metro 4003 altimeter is 3005 at Washington Dulles International Airport.
3005.
Altimeter is 3005 Metro 4003.
What was our clearance? It was 10,000 feet, right? We can do this to 230. We can put on the flight directors. And in terms of squawk, that was 4521. Let's just use these ones, 45. 2 1. Oh, and there's already beta testing on the new ERJ family. Okay, we want to be pushed back so that we get the nose to the left. Let's see, we'll start with, I think, that engine. Release the parking brake. All engines clear, start at will. We can start engine 2 first. We're seeing the values increasing. Okay, above 15. Let's introduce fuel. Okay.
Hello and welcome aboard this Metroair flight. Here at Metroair, your safety and security
The sounds
is
are
our
pretty
highest
nice.
priority, and we would like to ask that you pay attention to the features of this aircraft. Whether you are here for business or leisure, we certainly hope you have a very pleasant flight.
It's actually crazy how they made it work so well. Also, the kind of the cabin, you're not getting those cut-off things, so it shows that it's definitely possible to get good cabins in P3D as well. Yeah, maybe not the nicest shadows, but okay. I only have them, I think, on medium. Save some FPS. Good. Successful start on the right engine. We'll start the left one. Let's get that one back. Now this engine is also starting. I'm not sure if I've ever flown a 757. It's not unlikely, right? Because Finnair had a few of those, but it's so hard to know which ones you flew on, which ones you didn't back in the day. Caution. Okay. In position, please set parking brakes. We can put these on. We can confirm that we have a good engine start. I'll do that. Rejected takeoff. And they are now disconnecting. From the passenger standpoint, it's looking. You can hear the sounds are changing a bit. Maybe hard on YouTube to hear that, but at least I hear it. Let's go to flaps 5. EPR should be the takeoff one. We can arm the auto throttle, LNAV and VNAV. We can try that on climb. Taxi and runoff. Put those on. Oh yeah, we don't need the APU one. Or nor the isolation valve. And we can actually, I think, shut the APU completely. Same with the generator. APU gen off, TCAS off. Let's remember to put on TCAS once we get closer. In terms of the weather radar, the question is do we have the same? Now we can have them separate, so we'll have terrain radar on that one. And on this one we'll use TCAS and the weather radar. We can zoom in a bit. Now we're gonna check. It's looking quite clear around us, that's good to hear. The sounds are pretty nice. Metro 4003 ready to taxi. Wait, now they have us viewing right.
Metro
I
4003
clicked
runway
left.
tree 0.
That's odd.
Taxi via taxiways Delta, Zulu, Yankee 11. Hold short runway tree 0.
But I guess
Runway tree 0. Taxi via taxiways
we're just gonna
Delta,
turn
Zulu,
right
Yankee
here.
11. Hold short runway tree 0 Metro 400.
In terms of the trim, we didn't really set that right. And we're looking at the 453 trim. So something along those lines. Oh, now I added quite a bit too much thrust. So we just want to turn. It's not the best plane to taxi. It's not bad, but it's just not the best one either.
We're prepared for takeoff.
I wonder how the quality wing 757 is. It doesn't definitely have things like working wipers, etc., but I think it should have a working VNAV. Or I hope. So I've been thinking about getting it just because I know potentially I think Air Vigo has that one in its fleet, so it could be fun to fly it. And potentially some of my other virtual airlines. And I'm just now clicking around here away from the sim, so that's why the sounds are a bit different. I'm just gonna check quickly actually the downloads. So P3D downloads. And do you have the quality wings one? Yeah, let's see. We have the. Yeah, looks like we do have the quality wings one. Not compatible with P3D version 4. Yeah, I'll make it compatible. They said the same about the Twin Otter, but those were also compatible. Okay, let's see. Cancel. Okay, trim, etc. should be fine. Let's check these ones. They all seem to be showing that they're working, so that's good. We're turning here using the tiller. there's really no feel of friction. It just kind of boosts away. Not sure why the auto throttle arm is disconnected. Okay, maybe that. And now I can probably arm it. But yeah, I might get the Quality Wing 757 at some point just because it's very cheap. And if I'm not mistaken, it does have the different options for the screens, right? And I've heard it's a very nice plane to hand fly. Okay, let's see. Yeah, looking good. We're just gonna be taxiing now down here to the right, and then we're basically at the runway. So this one is the kind of odd one out in terms of the runways. The other ones are like kind of north to south, and this one is like east to west or west to east. Let's put on the TCAS so I don't forget to do that. The clock should be put on as well. I always forget that, unfortunately. We're quite close to the runway, so I'm also gonna do the landing lights, very strong as you can see. We'll turn here, left, and then we'll turn right. We should hopefully soon get the handover to tower.
Metro 4003 contact Dulles Tower on 120.25.
It's a bit sad though why they kind of gave up on developing these 757s and 767s. They could be really good kind of simulator, well maybe not simulator level, but high fidelity level. With just a little bit of more tweaking, fixing the VNAV, fixing the taxiing, etc. Or maybe that was just too much work. Metro 4003 ready for takeoff.
Metro 4003 winds are calm. Runway 30 cleared for takeoff, squawk 4521.
45.
Runway 30 cleared for takeoff, squawking 4521 Metro 4003.
Okay, good. The rudder is not connected to the tillers. Those are separate control inputs. Okay, APU gen. Do we have to keep that on? Or maybe they want us. Okay, we'll keep that on, even if we don't have the APU. And let's see. We'll line up. We're gonna push the throttle engines up a bit. Yeah, looking good. APR. Geronimo, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, ground speed increasing. Airspeed alive. Wonder if we'll get any call outs. Okay, let's see. Checked. knots. Do we have enough runway? Think so. Might be quite a long takeoff roll, but we should be able to make it. At least we got a bit brighter. Rotate. Come on, buddy. There we go. Positive rate of climb. Looking good. Yeah, a bit slow on the takeoff roll. Yeah, we're getting a bit different input, but I guess they didn't say that we need to reach a specific altitude before. I guess then it's like 400 feet and then you start turning. Okay, we can decrease to flap 1. We're on throttle hold. But yeah, looking good. Looking very good. Saying goodbye to Dolls. Yeah, not the nicest looking ortho here. It's on a low level. I don't fly here that often. Don't want to take up all that gigabyte, since there isn't any auto ortho solution for P3D, unfortunately.
Metro 4003 contact Potomac departure on 126.65.
Are we even flying close to the same one?
Departure on 126.65 Metro.
Okay, I'm gonna start trimming down. Because this is showing something.
Departure
oh,
Metro
sorry.
4003 climbing to 10,000 feet.
Okay, so it was just a.
Metro 4003.
And we need to turn to get to Jacobi. Is that the way it's supposed to be read? I think. Let me see. So we want to get to rings. So let's put that in. Okay, now we're increasing speed. We can go flap 0. We can start turning these ones. It's a bit hard sometimes when the kind of these aircrafts, how they kind of interpret the air rack data. And that looks cool. Is that like a nuclear power plant, something similar? Okay, we're still climbing. Still looking good. This one is also pretty nice to hand fly, not gonna lie. Yeah, looking very nice. How's the interior views? Yeah, these are pretty cool actually, these ones. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's get back to the normal control of the flight.
Metro 4003 contact Washington Center on 134.15.
Center on 134.15 Metro 4003.
Okay, we can go to auto
Center
pilot
Metro
command.
4003 climbing to 10,000 feet.
Okay, still climbing 10,000 feet.
Metro 4003, good morning.
We're in the
Altimeter
cloud layer now.
3008.
So not really any point in turning the seatbelt signs off just yet, but soon enough. Let's aim for 10,000 feet. We'll turn them off at that point. Okay, we're climbing now to 8,000 feet.
Metro 4003 climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
But yeah, looking very nice. I really like kind of when you get above 5,000, the photo reel in P3D looks very good. Even if it's not like through Earth UK or similar. Those are off. We'll turn these off. Let's see if the seatbelt sign was able to be turned off. Okay, let's see. They want to climb to 17,000 feet. And we're probably just gonna get the clearances to go higher and higher. So I'm gonna put it up to 35. I'm a bit skeptical about the VNav, even though I know it should work relatively smoothly on the climb. It's mainly the cruise and the descent that are problematic, but yeah, still a bit worried we might not make it, but let's see. Yeah, this rings one didn't exist in the Pilot TDC one, so maybe there's been some changes in the ARAC. Yeah, still. It's looking very nice. Is that... Yeah, we're not really gonna be flying at all close to Washington, so we won't see that. For better or worse. Don't think this is Baltimore. This is some other city. Let's see which one it is. So we're flying Frederick, maybe? Would that be it? Yeah, Frederick or Gaithersburg, Rockville, somewhere around that. Okay, we're coming up on 18,000 soon enough. Time to go and put this to standard just so I don't forget.
And maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Metro 400.
And we're getting continuous higher clearances, so that's nice to see. How's it looking in the back? Looking very nice. I wonder if I should do those direct as well. Let me actually see. So this one. So basically no transitions. Yeah, that's better, I think. The transitions are pretty nice in the cockpit. But yeah, for these ones I think it looked better to have it like these. Is that maybe Washington? Yeah, it does look like it actually. A bit weird with the auto-gen loading, but better than nothing. As you can see, the weather is pretty okay. Nothing close to what you see in X-Plane nowadays, but it's pretty good with the 2D. It kind of looks as boring as real life. And I think we can... Let me do auto brake 3. Not sure actually how
Metro
long
4003 contact
runway
Washington
22
Center
left
on
is, but I think it should be fine.
132.55.
Yeah, 22 left should be fine.
Center on 132.55 Metro 400.
And I'm gonna leave this one. Trying to think what's the best viewpoint. Well, there's
Metro 400.
multiple nice ones, but I think I'll leave it on this one since this is, well, it's not a long flight. We're about 50 minutes.
Metro 4003, good morning.
But I'll leave it on this, and I'll be back at certain angles when we speak. I'll just maybe check that, you know, we're not over speeding or similar. Let's also check that this one is being recorded. Yeah, it looks correct. So that's good. Recorded in the smart car system. But yeah, see you in a jiffy.
Metro 4003 climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350 Metro 400.
Metro 4003, contact Washington Center on 132.52.
Center on 132.5 to Metro 4003. Center Metro 400, 3 level at flight level 350.
Metro 4003, good morning. Metro 4003, contact Washington Center on 125.45.
Center on 125.45 Metro 4003. Center Metro 400, 3 level at flight level 350.
Metro 4003, good morning. Metro 4003, contact Washington Center on 124.77.
Center on 124.77 Metro 4003. Center Metro 4003, level at flight, level 350. Metro 4003, good morning. Metro 4003, expect a Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition for the ILS approach to runway 22 left with the no-lead transition at Logan International Airport. Expect the Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition for the ILS approach to runway 22 left with the no-lead transition Metro 4003.
And with that for 421 Bravo Victor.
Metro 4003, contact New York Center on 118.97. Center on 118.97 Metro 4003. Center Metro 4003, level at flight level 350.
Metro 4003, good morning. Metro 4003, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition to 4,000 feet altimeter 3011 at Logan International Airport.
Descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition to 4,000 feet altimeter 3011 Metro 400.
And what heading was that for 1 Bravo Victor? 1 Bravo Victor, 180, 1 Bravo Victor.
Okay, so the captain is back, and unfortunately we seem to have, or fortunately, we seem to have had a good run with the VNAV, but no luck on seeing anything, or we kind of missed New York, but I guess there was a cloud layer covering most of it, so no big loss. We're supposed to be descending to flight level 4000. Oh, and we missed the top of descent. So, maybe time to start descending. And let's give the VNAV a try. I'll try to monitor it, just because it's always fun to try. Okay, so we are descending now. Yeah, drag will probably be required. Yeah, look at this vertical error. Well, let's see how it goes. The altimeter we already know, 3011. We don't need to put it in here though, but it's good to have here on the backup, so we know what to change our main altimeter to eventually. Okay, let's see, we're still increasing. The vertical area is smaller down than it was previously, but we're still going faster and faster, which could be good or bad. 22 minutes to go. Probably more like 25, still have 180 nautical miles to go. I'm gonna guess it's a slow descent. At FX we want to be at 23,000. Will we be able to do that? We might, technically. Nah, not really. We'll be a bit above that. It's not exactly at 23,000, but good enough, I would say. We'll catch up after effects anyway. You can see the deviation is getting smaller. Smaller, but our speed is getting higher and higher, so let's see if we need to add some drag. The problem is that if we add drag, I think we'll be over speeding. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I'm gonna add drag now just to make sure we don't overspeed. And let's see, the vertical is decreasing, so that's good. And the error is decreasing. And once we reach about 0, I'm gonna, or I can already right now start to kind of remove the speed brake or the spoiler, since we're not really descending that much anymore. Is the speed really supposed to be 210? That sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna do 270 instead. Okay, let's see, 27. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's see, VNAV path. 270. And then one more. No clue why it wants us to slow down. Okay, let's see, we can get that one.
FedEx 70, calling maintain flight level 210.
210, FedEx 70.
Transition, speed transition to 40 at 50180.
Fox 620, descended via the Bolon 1 arrival, maintain 2000, descending altimeter 299.
Yeah, maybe it's not able to kind of update that, which is a bit of a bummer. But let's see, once we reach Ruiz, maybe we'll get a higher speed. According to FlightADC, we shouldn't really have any speed limitations that are this slow, and I'm gonna assume it's the same with the Roebuck one. But let me have a look at the charts. I can't see anything mentioning a super slow speed. In terms of the localizer, let's do that. 110.3, course 215. So let's put that in. Maybe we can do both actually, in case we would have to do a manual or an auto land. Two, 1, 5. Okay, we have that set.
Fox 620, maintain off, maintain 17,000.
7,000, like 620.
Can we maybe just skip that one? See if we do. Now let's erase that. Something like this. Would that change the VNav?
FedEx 70, calling maintain flight level 230.
230, FedEx 70.
Still wants to fly super slow. Okay, let's see the VAP 215. Okay, if we're supposed to be at 170, let's actually go to the speed regime, just so we can fly a bit quicker. We do want to get to our destination today. And we should probably start descending a bit at least. Because what do we want to be? We want to be above 17,000 at all-in, 16,000 at bunky. Yeah, that should be fine. Should be fine. Let's have a look a bit at the 757 history. Over 1,000 were built, and the last one was built in 24. There's only been 10 hull loss accidents and 13 hull losses. So pretty good.
2677, FedEx 70, we'll see you.
let's see, what were the winds supposed to be? Okay, a bit of a crosswind, which will be almost a headwind. There's only some warning for severe icing. Okay, it's looking good. What's after that? 12,000. So at Roebuck we need to be below 19,000, which we should be without problem. Maybe we can fly even higher. Or, sorry, not higher, faster. We want to fly lower, but still maintain a bit of speed, since we're above 10,000 feet. That will shorten our flight time considerably. Let me see though if I do switch to VNAV, what the effect of that will be. Yeah, 210 still, so it's kind of stuck on the same one. Okay, let's continue as planned. How's it looking in the cabin seat? Looking good, but you can't really see anything. Basically just overcast. The weather at our destination. It's looking okay, maybe a bit of risk of, but yeah, mainly broken, so we should be fine. Shouldn't be no need for any outland. But we'll know once we get there. Okay, at Roebuck we still need to be above 12,000, which we should be. So it's looking pretty fine. We still have 120 nautical miles to go. I'm gonna speed up even more, just to save us a bit of time, since we've been flying for almost 1.5 hours. Yeah, otherwise it's looking good. Recording is looking good as well. Always good to check that. We're below 18,000, so we need to set the altimeter as well. I guess technically we're not using the local one, but the airport one, but I'm gonna presume it's pretty similar. And everything else is looking good. I haven't seen anything on our weather radars. We are gonna be above the altitudes we need to be above, so it's good. I wonder if Atlantic Sun Airways though have the 757, because I talked earlier about the quality wings version, but no, only flight factor. let's see. Provi. We're about 11,000. Are we a bit too low? Let's see what they say on the... Now we are correct-ish, I would say. And let's check again the VNav. Still 210. I don't know how it works or how it kind of chooses the speed. So I'm not too big of a fan. I'll slow down to 270. So I'll control it manually. I guess you would want to put an in-up on the VNav. Let's see. Oh, don't want to switch too much. Still looking good. We want to be at Cran, we want to be above 11,000. Will we make that is the question. Yeah, we'll still be above 11. We want to be below 10,000 on the next one. Okay. Let's see. So we want to be above 8,000 once we reach cradle, but below 10,000. I think we'll need to do... I'm not sure there's any point going back to V now anymore, but let's see. Looking good still. Okay. Let's see. So we are now past Cran and we're going to cradle. Let's slow down even further. I guess we can increase tiny bit the vertical speed. Anything else we need to do? You want to keep this empty. This looks pretty good. I'm not sure what the way to treat this. Do you want to keep it like this, or is the best one to keep it? Yeah, not really sure, to be honest. We'll keep it blank. Follow the 737 procedures. Okay, 11 nautical miles. We should be above 8,000 once we reach cradle, so that's gonna be fine. In terms of timing, still have 14 minutes to go. miles. Still above 8. Can increase a bit. We should actually slow down. We're within the 2.5. I guess you have like 10 knots. You can go above that, but you of course want to avoid that. Generally speaking. Let's check again maybe the VNav, see what it's giving us. 210 still. It's really dumb, the VNav. Like there's just no logic to it. Okay, when I continue descending, we can do 245 I think for now. Okay, at 8,000, we'll descend a bit slower so we don't go below. Let's see if we can see anything of Boston yet. Nothing in sight. For better or worse. Okay, let's see, we're below 8,000 and we're on our way to Ethin, where we can actually increase our descent rate a bit. Should we be going slower? 250 still? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's do 250 then. About 10 minutes to go. We're below 10,000 feet, so I should put those on. We should also actually do the seatbelt sign thing. I hope we did that automatically, but yeah. Maybe we can do a public address as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. We've begun our descent and we should be on the ground soon.
Okay, let's see.
Southwest 1459, contact runway 28.6. 28.6, South 1459.
Okay, still above 5,000, so that's good. God damn. Coughing like crazy. What's the next one then? So we should slow down to 210 at 5,000. Oh, we still want to be at 5,000. So let's not go lower than that. But we do want to slow down to 220. So we'll do that soon enough. But no rush yet.
Metro 4003, contact Boston approach on 118.25.
Approach on 118.25 Metro 4003. Approach Metro 4003, descending by the Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition to 4,000 feet.
Metro 4003, good morning. Continue descent via the Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition.
Continue descent via the Roebuck 3 arrival with the JFK transition Metro 4003.
I'm gonna assume we can just that we won't be getting any approach. But let's see. Let's see. I'll fly towards Tal and then we'll see what happens. I'm gonna start slowing down now to 220 in alignment with the approach. In terms of the charts, the missed approach is just climb to 3,000 feet, kind of a same course to 19, and then hold.
Traffic 11 o'clock, 10 miles northbound, is Boeing 737-9er. 442.
Okay, let's see. Can we see any other airplanes coming in for landing? Nothing as of yet. That's good. We're kind of in the clouds now. We're on the right speed, but we do probably want to slow down even more.
Metro 4003, you are 13 nautical miles northeast of the airport.
Okay, good. We got a clear
Altimeter
direct.
3011 cleared direct Noli, then cleared for the ILS approach to runway 22 left with the Noli transition at Logan International Airport.
And that means we can descend to 4,000.
Altimeter 3011, cleared direct Noli, then cleared for the ILS approach to runway 22 left with the Noli transition at Logan
we want to be at
Metro
4,000 should do the trick actually. But if we can't make the turn because of the tide, what's the Wayne one? 3,000. So let's do 3,000. And let's move that away to help me In terms of the workload, I'm gonna put these lights on already. We'll do auto brakes 3. Sounds like a good kind of middle ground. Guess we don't want to go a max, and 4 is maybe a bit high. Okay.
Metro
Starting to
4003
look good.
altimeter 3011 at Logan International Airport. Contact Boston Tower.
Gonna
on
activate the
128.8.
approach mode.
Altimeter.
You can see a bit of missing autogen here, so not
tower
really
on
perfect.
128.8 Metro 4003.
We're still descending. We do want to slow down, I think, quite a bit. 160 should be good. Let's have a look.
Tower Metro 4003 inbound.
168.
ILS approach, runway 22 left.
I'm gonna go flaps 5 to give us a bit of
Metro
drag.
4003, good morning. Continue ILS to runway 22
Okay, so
left call when established
124,
on final.
123. So we can fly very slow here at the end.
22 left will call when established
Let's
on
zoom
final
this
Metro
one in.
4003.
Okay, we have the localizer not yet captured. We're on the glide slope because we're definitely not following the vertical anymore. Not sure why this speed one is still. I'm gonna go to manual with the speed. I'm gonna drop the gears. That should hopefully help a lot with slowing down. Let's put this to the VAP or the VREF speed. Lights are on, etc., so that's good. So now we're really slowing down, going flaps 15. God damn it, our minimums. What were those? 216. So quite a low number. Around 200 feet above the airport, give or take. Okay, gonna go flaps full. I'm gonna start adding a bit of thrust back so we don't lose all our speed. Okay, looking good. Adding a bit more thrust. I'm still gonna wait a bit before disconnecting the autopilot since we can't really see the airport. Speed-wise, it feels pretty okay right now. It looks beautiful as well. Outside views are looking good. Now let's have a good inside view. Maybe we can add a bit more thrust. Speed brake is armed as well, similar to the auto throttle. Lights are set. It's only the autopilot we need to disconnect. We have the land 3 status, interestingly enough, with manual thrust. Didn't know that was possible, but nice. Once we're below 1000, I'm gonna try to disconnect it, because I think we should be able to see the ground at that point, but let's see. Adding a bit more thrust, just tiny amounts. Wanna have a bit of leeway. We're starting to get below 1000, so we should be seeing the ground soon enough. But nothing as of yet, so that's good to keep in mind. Okay, the ground is visible now. And I think it's time for us to go. Completely manual.
003 winds are 185 at 8 knots.
Okay,
Clear to
runway in
land,
sight.
runway 22 left.
We're a bit high,
Clear to
so I'm
land
gonna
runway
slow down
22
quite a bit.
left Metro 4003.
Looking pretty good. Bit hard to find a good viewpoint. It's all kind of stretched out. Okay, let's slow down a bit more. We're a bit to the right now, so that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. Pitch up a bit. Continue. Are we a bit low? Hard to say actually. I feel like we're kind of on point. 100. 30. 20. 10. Okay, 10. Yeah, okay. A bit of wobbly. But we kind of made it down.
4003 contact Boston ground on 121.
Activating reversers.
Ground on 121.
That was a bit crazy seeing the other airplane take off from the other runway, the cross runway. Okay, we're gonna disconnect all of that. Yeah, and we can brake here. 218, so pretty good. Metro 4003, ready to taxi. Okay. Ooh, we did it, boys.
Metro 4003 taxi to gate Charlie 21 via Charlie, Bravo, Foxtrot, Alpha. Hold short runway 0 for left.
Quite low on the frames actually, around
Taxi to
16.
gate Charlie 21 via Charlie, Bravo,
Not sure
Foxtrot,
why we're getting
Alpha.
so low
Hold
frames.
short runway 04 left Metro 4003.
I'm wondering if I should disable some of those Orbex ones. I'm not really using a lot of them, like the North America or Europe one. Or at least not to any large extent. Okay, let's see. We got the taxi clearance, Charlie 21. Not too sure if it follows proper protocol, or what do you say, the proper mapping, but we'll hope. Okay, let's taxi. Good flight overall though. Nice to see that we made a nice landing with this one. Or relatively nice at least. Gonna be interesting to watch the replay.
Metro 4003 cross runway 0 for left.
Okay, we got the clearance to cross.
Runway 0 for left
Nobody was
Metro
landing.
4003.
So that's always a good sign. We can turn off the landing lights now. I guess that's A321, a JetBlue one. Yeah, but really bad FPS actually here at the landing. That's very interesting actually. Gonna slow down a tad bit. But yeah, generally a good, successful flight. I really hate how this one taxis though. It does take a bit of the enjoyment of making a successful landing away. Let's try to see C34. Are we sure we're going in the right direction? Well, doesn't hurt to try. Let's see if we ask this one to give us C21. Yeah, it's this one. And all these weird shadows. I'm gonna close pilot to ADC now. I didn't take a good thumbnail, I just realized, but oh well. Can't beat them all. I think we should have the APU running now. Yeah, it's on. So I'm gonna get the isolation, the APU I'm gonna turn this off so we don't blind the crew on the ground. Looking pretty decent. Gonna go to idle. Okay, let's see, we'll follow the electronic system here. See if that one, how good that one is. 757, it recognizes our aircraft type. Still nothing on 12 meters. Okay, we need to add a bit of thrust. Oh, maybe it wants us all the way here towards the A330. 787, well, almost. Okay, that's good enough. We can shut the engines. Seatbelt signs. Well, I guess no smoking doesn't really apply, but okay. And let me have a look. Why couldn't I submit it to the gate? I'm flying offline. Let me have a look. Flights. Can I see which ones I've done? PyReps. Oh yeah, I did it. Accepted. Okay, that's good. So it seems to have gone through. So, let's just see if we can get the deboarding in progress. 223. Yeah, that's good enough. And let's have a look at the replay. A bit further back. I really love to make this approach. Not sure though why we're having such bad FPS, but oh well. Not the end of the world. But at least the PyRep was accepted according to this. We have arrived, it's been accepted. That's great. I'll quit that ACARS. Let me have a look again. Yeah, it was accepted. Good. But yeah, we were a bit to the right of the runway on approach. We're maybe coming in a bit fast. A bit hard to know actually. I always thought this was quite a heavy aircraft, so it would need to be a bit faster, but maybe it has good characteristics. Okay, a bit. Yeah, okay. So a bit wiggly, but okay enough. Can we see the thrust reversers? No, you can hear them, but you can't see them. But okay, that was good enough. Reasonably successful flight. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And otherwise, let's see what I'll fly next. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.